Hey everyone, Pat Mitchell here, and in this free video lesson from TrickTrades, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know step by step on how to short stocks. So let's get into it. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to be giving away a sweet freebie. So pay attention and stay tuned. Okay, folks, so shorting stocks, what is it? Some of you guys know, some of you guys don't. So we're going to go through a step-by-step, A to Z, just like I just said, okay? So shorting stocks, basically, long story short, shorting a stock is basically betting on the price action of the stock to go down, period. That's it. That's all you really need to know. You're basically betting that the stock is going to go lower in price, and you're able to profit from that. A lot of people don't know that, but you're able to. In the retail sector, which is us, it's relatively common. It's really common for people to short stocks. Okay, institutional side of things, if you short stocks, you're basically the devil. You're looked at as un-American, unpatriotic, the whole nine. Okay. So shorting stocks it's basically just doing the opposite of going long with a few differences, okay? So when you go long a stock, okay, when you buy a stock, the most you can ever lose is what you put in, okay? Because the stock can only go to zero. When you short sell a stock, you can lose an infinite amount of money, as people found out on Dries way back. Okay, they lost a stupid amount of money. Okay, a lot of people blew up this stock. People were trying to short it way down here. I have it for unadjusted. So this went all the way up to just under $120 per share, and they were shorting it here. So basically, when the stock goes up that much, people really get in debt with their brokers due to margin and everything else. So, which leads me to another thing. You need to have a margin account in order to short stocks. You can't do it with a cash account. Okay, so short selling stocks, step by step. So how do you do it? So at night when we put together our nightly watch list, do our scans, because remember, a prepared trader is a successful trader. Don't just roll out of bed, pillow creases on your face like some sort of degenerate and start clicking buttons. If you're doing that, you're doing it wrong. Come get some educational help at TrickTrades. I can definitely help you out with that. Preparation is key. So let's get right into it. So when we do our watch list, and I've shown you in previous videos how to build a proper night list, proper night watch list, doing your nightly scans. So when we take a look, and let's say Roku is a good example. I'll be looking at this tomorrow for a possible short. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to short it. It just means there's a possible short. And the reason why I'm doing this is because after hours, it released earnings and it tanked big time. It didn't have bad earnings, okay, but it had its future outlook for revenues. It didn't look good. So that's why the market reacted the way it did. Okay, so had you been short this, now never, ever, ever hold a stock into earnings, long or short, because you would have got your asses handed to you today and lost 12 points and about 22%. So really, really, that could have been pretty ugly. So, with Roku, let's say we want to short it. How do we do it? Okay, so most brokers. I'll start with this. It'll show up right on your level 2. You'll see an S, okay? So you'll see this S here, and that means that if this was Roku, you're readily available to short. They're easy borrows. They're considered easy borrows. It means that you do not have to locate for them. And by locate, I'll get into that right next, and I'll show you exactly what locate means. So if you don't have this little s, that means that you're not able to short it readily. So I'll show you how to locate your shares to short. Now, I use TradeZero because I'm Canadian, so I have access to probably the world's best broker besides a high net worth broker. Now, by high net worth, I know there's that meathead out there that always claims his high net worth broker is Centerpoint. It's not. That's not a high net worth broker. That's a retail broker as far as I'm concerned. It's a pretty average broker. They use Vision Clearing, which TradeZero uses as well. TradeZero gets lumped in and compared to SureTrader. It's absolutely not SureTrader. It's not even close to SureTrader. SureTrader couldn't hold a candle to TradeZero. TradeZero is an amazing broker. And no, I'm not an affiliate. I just love TradeZero that much. Okay, so how do you do it? So first, you always want to plug in the search symbol first, because that'll tell you if it's easy borrow. I hit enter, nothing popped up. That tells me it's a hard to borrow stock, an HTB. Okay, so go in here, Roku. Okay, so and you type in the amount of shares you want to borrow. For our purposes, it'll just be 100. This will pop up. Now I've got all my personal account information and everything hidden, obviously. So Roku pops up, and it'll tell you the locating status. Okay. Now it's quoting because it's after hours, so it's not giving an accept or cancel. Okay. And this will tell you the locate price. Okay, per share. Now remember, that's per share. So normally, if I had to guess, Roku would be about 2 cents a share to borrow. Vision can be a little expensive, and some people will have a problem with that with TradeZero, but that's because they've never used another, they're newbies, and they just don't know how it really is to not be able to short a stock that you want to short. And I would sooner always pay for locates to make sure that I'm able to readily short a stock, any stock I want, which I can with Vision, than not be able to short it. Okay? I know there's a saying out there, no borrow, no cry. Well, there's brokers out there that you'll have access to, and if you stay tuned towards the end of the video, I'm going to tell you and share with you the best brokers out there and best programs out there in order to short stocks. So you would then hit accept or cancel, depending on the price. If you find the price too much, you can just simply hit cancel, and then you don't short it. If you agree to the price, you hit accept. These shares are instantly in your account, able to borrow. Okay, so that's TradeZero. Now, I know Interactive Brokers does not have, they have a pretty good short list, but they don't have a locate monitor, so you're not able to locate. You're basically at their mercy. If they have the shares, they have the shares. If not, you're out of luck. Okay, so how you go about that is you'll have something kind of similar, I believe, with Interactive Brokers, and it'll tell you whether how many shares they have available to short, like 1 million shares, 10 million shares, 1,000 shares, whatever's left. Okay, now as soon as you pull the trigger, that's going to be out of their little box, and it'll take away from what is showing that they have in their inventory. Okay, so that's how you locate. Okay, now when you go long on a stock, we'll pull this up, right? I'll go Roku, just because we're talking about Roku. You can see here how it doesn't have an S, so that's why we had to locate for it. And if I did hit accept, you would instantly see an S right next on the level 2 here. So when you go long a stock, okay, if you want an instantaneous fill, meaning you want to get in at the price instantly, you would hit the offer. Okay, so you'd hit the offer, hit buy, done. Okay, so it's the opposite. All right, now if you want an instantaneous fill to the short side, you would hit the bid price will show up, and you'd hit short, simply just like that. Now, some level 2s don't have the short or the cover option. It's simply buy and sell. So in that case, you would hit the bid and then hit sell, and then it would instantly short sell it. Okay, so that's how you would do that. Now, when you go to cover, if you want to get out instantly, you would hit the offer and then hit cover. Okay, or if you don't have the short and cover option, you would hit the offer and hit buy. Okay, so if you're looking for a specific price, then you would that might be a future video lesson, because that's more so about order placement. But you would basically do the opposite of that and you'd wait for the price to come into that area, and then once the price hit that area, you would get a fill. Okay, so that's how you do your orders. Now, like I said, I don't want to make this video overly long. So those are the basics of short selling. Now let's go over some broker options. All right. So as I said, Trade Zero, it's a shame it's not open to American citizens. There's no way around it. Don't even bother asking, because they won't. I've written them countless emails trying to get it open to my members. They will not allow it whatsoever. So some of the best options for new traders, it depends on how much capital you're starting with. So SureTrader offers a margin account with limited funds with no PDT rule. Now, there's a certain guru out there that says stay away from SureTrader. Here's the thing, folks. If you're going to day trade, you have to, if you're going to trade, you need to be able to get in and out of your positions at will. The whole pattern day trader rule, which is you're only allowed 3 day trades per 5-day rotation, you're going to get stuck. Okay, now I hear this shit all the time, that they get stuck and then they either take a big loss because they're stuck, or they ended up selling or covering their position and getting a 90-day ban. Okay, they'll shut you down if you go over. They don't mess around, man. Okay, I think a lot of you seem to forget that trading this is where the big boys come to play with their money. Okay, this is like, you don't mess around when you're day trading and trading in general. This isn't to be taken lightly. All right. So that SureTrader is an option. I myself think there's better options, and I will get to that. What else? For Americans, okay, so Interactive Brokers, I've heard they're pretty good with their short list. So that's a really good option. If you're Canadian and you go with Interactive Brokers, remember, there's no PDT in Canada. So if you use Interactive Brokers Canada, there's no PDT rule, okay? Americans will have an American Interactive Brokers account. Yes, you will have PDT. In Canada, you do not. It takes $10,000 to open up an Interactive Brokers account, though. So you got to have at least $10K to open it up. Centerpoint Securities is $50K to open up an account unless you get a referral, and then it's $30,000 to open up an account with Centerpoint Securities. But you need to have quite a bit of money in order to do that. And let's face it, a lot of new traders out there do not have the capital in order to do that. So that option's going to be out. Some people will say Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim, TOS has horrible borrows. They got shitty borrows. From my understanding, it sucks. So stay away from that if you're looking to short stocks. E-Trade, I've heard from Dante when I was pretty tight with Dante that E-Trade was really good with borrows, so that's an option. I don't know what their minimum is. You guys can Google that. Cobra, one of our moderators, Noah, He was using Cobra, but he was having some platform issues through Sterling, not through Cobra. So he ended up switching to Interactive Brokers, and so far he really loves Interactive Brokers, by the way. But Cobra is a really good option as well. I don't know what their minimum is. I think it's like 30K to open up an account with Cobra. They're really good. I know that's what Dante uses Cobra as well. I know he was happy with it the last time I talked to him, which is quite a while ago now, but I know he was pretty happy with them. Um, so those are kind of your broker selections. But here's the thing, guys. I've got something for you. As you saw in my previous video about how to get over the PDT, I have a solution through the Funded Accounts program. It's an educational program that I'm going to provide the link below to receive 20% off the intro size account. Now, the intro account, you get access to a $700 max loss with a $14,000 real money in buying power trading account through their educational program. So that 20% is only valid for the intro account, but they do have other options. You can get an $80,000 buying account for $3,000. You can get for $6,000, you get a $120,000 fully funded trading account. And for, I think, 8,000 or 9,000, sorry, I don't have the information right in front of me. When you hit the link, it'll give you all the information you guys need there. That'll give you $240,000 in buying power. And here's the thing, their borrows are amazing. You'll be able to borrow any liquid stock that's out there, okay? So anything that trades with an average volume of 1 million shares traded or more, or 750,000 shares traded or more, you'll be able to trade and short at will with no borrow fees whatsoever. So that's a perfect option for you guys, okay? So those are your options, and that link will be down below, so make sure you check the description box below, okay? So I also have one more thing for you guys, okay? I want you guys to make me a promise. You need to make me a promise, because I've seen this too often. Okay, you guys ready for it? Okay. Do not short low float runners on the first green day. Don't do it. Stop that. Cut that shit out. I've seen too many traders blow up, and I'm tired of it. Okay? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. So write in the comment box below, write I promise. I want to see you guys write that. You guys got to make me that promise. So write in the comment box below, I promise. If you understand and you promise you will not short a low float stock on the first green day. Right, I promise. So, as I told you guys before, at the beginning of this video, I've got a little freebie. I got a little present for you at the end of this. So I'm going to share something with you. This is my FinViz scan for NASDAQ liquid shorts. This is how I find my shorts each and every day. So pause the screen and go to finviz.com and plug this in. This is exactly how I put together my nightly scans, guys. This is how I put together my slam dunk home run watch list at TrickTrades.com each and every night. Here it is. Okay. Now I'll have the link listed below as well, so don't worry. So that's what I got for you folks. So make sure to check the description box below for all of the links that you're going to need, and comment in the box below, I promise, if you promise to do what I asked you. Now also, make sure to comment in the box below with stuff that you guys want me to do, want me to show you, anything, doesn't matter. Hit me up in a comment, tell me what you want to hear, And I'll do it for you guys. At TrickTrades, I really believe in educating the masses. That's why I'm doing so many free YouTube videos right now. Now, I'm not necessarily always going to be doing this many, but I want to expose to you guys the proper way to trade, to stay away from these low float junk runners. You've been lied to, and it's time to play proper stocks and make some real bloody money, okay? Now, this is how we do it at TrickTrades.com each and every day. So, all right, folks, make sure to take a look at the videos that are popping up around you right now, and click on those for previous video lessons. Thanks for joining. Adios, folks.